Pulau Ubin is a quick getaway trip from the hustle and bustle in the city of Singapore. Follow me as I take you through on a quick tour around the island. Let's go! Things first, you need to know how to get here. There isn't any MRT around, so the only public transport available is by bus. You can either take buses number 2, 29, 59 or 109 and alight at Changi Village Terminal. The other choice is fairly simple, which is by car. Start off the day by having breakfast at Changi Village Hawker Center. While you're at it, you can also withdraw some cash as you won't be able to use cards from this point out. The ferry point is just a stone's throw away from the hawker center. It is about a 5 minutes walk from the hawker and you can get there by foot. We are not allowed to record anything inside the ferry terminal, but it is fairly straightforward. You don't need a passport to get through the security. If you reach early, you will need to queue as well, and you can just board the ferry without having to purchase any tickets at the counter. The ferry ride per person is $4 per trip. Remember to bring some loose cash just in case the ship captain doesn't have any. We have arrived! Upon arrival, you will be greeted by a very unfamiliar scenic view of greeneries. It's like taking a step back in time when fishing villages are still around. In fact, the atmosphere itself just doesn't feel Singaporean at all. The first thing you can do on the island is to rent a bike. Bike prices range from $10 to $35 depending on the condition and the type of the bike, whether it's a road or a mountain bike. Here I kind of made a mistake by taking the cheaper option because I wanted to go through some rough terrain. So if you're planning to cycle through the forest while there is a road in it, I highly recommend that you get the more expensive option of bicycle. While it will cost a little more, you definitely won't have as much problem as I did because my bike broke down quite a couple of times and I had to dismount and push it through harder terrains. So do invest a little, especially if you don't have the stamina to push through challenging terrains. Our first stop is the Puaka Hill. This literally translates to God's Hill in English. Once you reach to the bottom of the hill, you will need to do some jungle trekking in order to hike to the top of the hill. The hill itself is not very high or steep, so it's just an easy stroll up. At the top, you'll be able to get a good glimpse of lush green sceneries of your surrounding. Also, there's a very Instagrammable shot at the top, so make sure you come early. Otherwise, you may find yourself at the wrong end of a long queue just to take a photo. Next up, we have the Ketam Mountain Bike Park. This trail is just purely for biking or hiking purposes. There isn't much scenic at the lake, but hey, I guess sometimes it's just all about the journey itself. Cycling through the jungle trails, you'll be able to spot monkeys as well as wild boars. As there is no zookeeper around, be careful not to touch or agitate them too much as these animals live and roam freely on the island. While I'm happy to see these animals move about freely, the disheartening part is when I see the wild boar rummaging through human trash which was not disposed properly into the bin. These boars will eat this plastic, so I do hope any of you who are watching this video, please pick up your trash and dispose it properly. The boars deserve better. On to the last few parts of the island. Next is the Licek Jawa wetlands. The bicycle trail ends here and you will need to explore the whole area by foot from here on out. Depending on how far you want to go, the nature walk may take up to 2 hours. The walk is fairly simple and straightforward and it's very relaxing as you get to enjoy the voices of nature as well as green sceneries all around. This trail starts with the visitor center where there is a jetty behind it where you can snap some cool photos. Adjacent to the jetty is a boardwalk trail where you can take a relaxing stroll around the island and have a better glimpse of it from afar. Look closely around you, and you may find yourself in some unexpected animal encounters during the walk. Our last stop for the day was a treetop resting place, which is built around 5 stories high. There is no elevator, so you will need to climb up a few flights of stairs. At the top, you will be rewarded with more greeneries around you. Even though there is still some part of the island we have yet to cover, the hiking and biking by now is already 4 hours long. We were already very tired from all the activities and decided to call it a day. As an overall, Pulau Ubin is a good place to go to for a quick getaway. Personally, it felt a little like McRitchie hike, but just with a little more heart in it. As the population of the island is dwindling, as everyone is moving to the main island, anyone staying in Singapore should take this opportunity to come visit the island and support the local community. Whether it's taking a ferry ride, renting a local bike, or even having a meal here, it will definitely help boost the local community's economy and hopefully be able to continue to preserve this untouched beauty for the many more years to come. So that's it for me for this vlog review. If you like what you hear and see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And that next destination will most likely be Coney Island, and hope you'll be able to see you there as well. Until then, stay safe, stay at home.